lasts and never ends. Tune and lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to and you. Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Brandy's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. Sorry for the delay. I know that we normally meet at 6 p.m., but was over at Conscious TV and threw down my take on the Milagro scams. Sorry, did I say scams? I mean, she is a scammer, but Milagro-grams and also to the Megan Thee Stallion case, trial and everything in between. So talked about that. Had a great time over there. Now we're over here. Y'all watch the Married to Medicine premiere. My Lord Jesus. The ladies are here. And by the way, I know the big story right now is Tamar Braxton and DC. Yes, I have been seeing what's going on with Candy and Todd. I'm going to just say this right now. I think what Candy and Todd is another divorce in the world of life. You know what I mean? But of course, people are consuming it because it is a very topical destination that people are traveling to. But with Tamar Mendices, I think I'm going to do a live tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Okay? Because I did promise y'all a Married to Medicine review. Right? So Mondays is going to be Potomac. Tuesdays will be Married to Medicine. So y'all can still get that reality TV fix it. So with that being said, let's make it do what it do. Higher is waiting. Lower's available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down the psychotic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. By the way, shout out to Chit Chat with QT and sister Bridget J. And also too many. Let me make sure I get the names right. Because like I said, you never know who's watching. You know what I mean? And much love, many blessings said hey to me. She was wondering where I was at. So it's nice to be seen. You know what I mean? So much love, of course, streets right. All right, let's get to it. Married to Medicine. Shout out to the 14 people that were here, 12 people here now. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get to it. So this kicks off with, Dr. Simone in her office with a woman and her husband this time, right? And they're talking about menopause and everything else. And the husband said that the menopause was recent, right? So I thought that was very kind of him to say that. But yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the day, whatever your wife goes through, you're kind of going through it in some shape, form, or fashion too. 12 people were here. Thank y'all for coming through. 7 people here now. Thank you so much for being here. So with Married to Medicine, it doesn't go right into the episode per se. It gives you like sneak peeks of everybody, and then it gets into the episode. So it's a little bit more loose. It's not as structured, right? But I got you. Toya's teaching her son to drive, and her son said that she has a heavy foot. And I took a picture of it. It's on my camera roll. I'm like, oh my Lord Jesus! And Toya was like, "What you mean? I got a heavy foot?" Now, when Toya did that look, I'm just like, Toya, your son ain't lying for a damn thing. You got a heavy foot. I thought that was hilarious. And then Dr. Contessa says, hey to the kids. So then the first person that we see is Quad. So Quad had a birthday party, her 44th birthday party, and she said 44 don't look, 44 looks best on her, right? I'm like, I've seen better, but hey, good for Quad, good for her, confidence is in the eye of the beholder. As a man thinketh, so is he. So good for Quad. So King and Quad talk. They still are living in separate homes. If y'all remember, last season, King was the new man in Quad's life. And the conversation happened where they talked about how they going to bring their lives together, and King did not want to live under Quad's domain. And so, Quad said, why don't you get your ego out the way? And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Hey, Mark McNell, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Here's the thing on that, right? My mom and dad have said to me, unless you are getting engaged, that's where you should move in. You should have your place. She should have her place. So, listen, everybody's going to feel a little bit differently about that, but I didn't mind what King said. Now, did I like it in the way that he said it? No, because he said there's a natural order to things. But if that woman feels comfortable enough with you for her to allow you into her home where you can move in and live and everything, I think the gesture should be at least recognized, because not every woman does that, just like every man don't do that. You know what I mean? But I do understand that each person has their own domain, right? Because, listen, what if you have a night, right? At least you got your own spot. You know what I mean? Today I'm talking about Married to Medicine. So it's a show on Bravo about these ladies and them being a part of the medical industry and their adventures. So that's what I'm talking about today, Married to Medicine. So yes, indeed. So that's why I really believe on that. So then we see a new person named Angel, Quad's friend, and she's also a registered nurse and has 3 degrees. And that is more than Robin Dixon has never gotten. Because Robin Dixon, the one that didn't show up for the 10 million download party for Reasonably Shady, that one, the one that her husband cheated on someone that looked better than her existence, the one that, got into some embezzlement shit. That Robin Dixon said, why are we cross-pollinating? But weren't you on Traders, though? So they cross-pollinate with other celebrities. I'm just asking a question. And I still think Robin was a fucked up friend for not going to the event. Is that the one? No, Honey Boo Boo's a different show. Honey Boo Boo's a completely different show. That would be Mama June, Hot, Not to Hot, I think, on We TV, although I haven't seen the show in a while. I haven't really heard anything about the show either. But I really like Angel. She seems very kind. She seems like she got a little geek in her too. You know what I mean? But I'm very excited about Angel. That's crazy. We got an Angel in Potomac and an Angel in Atlanta. That's crazy work, Bravo. That is crazy work. Or as the song says, crazy, hey, thinking about you, baby. Crazy. I love my R&B music for sure. All right, so then we get to Dr. Simone. Dr. Jackie stops by, and Dr. Simone is on call tonight. And so there's a doctor that calls. Remember the show Workout on Bravo? There was the workout show on Bravo. I don't remember it. I just don't. Like I said, when it comes to Bravo shows, I watch it for y'all and then I'm done. Once the season's over, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? But I also know that you guys care about it. So the responsibility of this platform is to travel to the destinations that y'all are going to virtually. So people like Married to Medicine, I'm covering it. You know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed. So like I said, there is I think it was either a doctor or a nurse that called Dr. Simone. And Dr. Simone said, just leave her there. She just got to the hospital. So in New York, it was too much. Now, for those of you who don't remember the reunion last season, it was a heavyweight fight. I mean, a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of... I mean, you want to talk about a volcano exploding, and you're just trying to make sure you don't get burned by the lava type of energy. That was that reunion. Can I do the reboot of Frasier next? I can't promise none, you know what I mean? Because I usually do unscripted. My audience seems to really love unscripted TV. Now, I will say this: when P Valley comes back on, we're reviewing P Valley. Damn it! Okay, we're gonna review it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But that's a series that I'm actually passionate about. You know what I mean? So, but never say never, though. Never say never. But also too with scripted, you really have to, follow that show from the beginning. Like Mark Dart TV. Shout out to Mark Dart TV. He is excellent. He follows scripted content like it's nobody's business, right? So not saying can't do it, but reality TV does pick up a lot more heat than scripted TV, but you never know. You never know. It has to be the right one too. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be inauthentic. So let's see. Back to this here. Like I said, New York was too much. Like I said, you're trying to make sure that you're getting burned by the lava. That's what was happening there. And playing the victim frustrates Dr. Simone. And Dr. Jackie says they cannot let go of the past. So with not being able to let go of the past, right? Dr. Jackie says that they need a jackhammer. And yes, I do. Like, I mean, sure, they script out the situations like, hey, you're going to go to this party at this time, this, that, and third, but everything else is unscripted, right? So they do script the circumstances, okay? But anyway, let's see here. So like I said, jackhammer is needed for Dr. Simone Quad's friendship. And Dr. Simone says, either play nice or don't come to my playground. Set up the boundaries there, huh? And Dr. Simone was on a podcast with Sweet Tea. Now, for those of you who don't know who Sweet Tea is, Sweet Tea was on last season, right? And Sweet Tea is Dr. G's new wife, right? Because Quad and Dr. G used to be married. They divorced. Dr. G got with Sweet Tea, right? And shout out to Sweet Tea. She's from Arkansas, so, we protect our own around here. And with that being said, there really wasn't any issue with Quad and Sweet Tea. And Quad would do way too much to Sweet Tea, unnecessarily, I might add, okay? You did not want Dr. G anymore, so why the smoke for Sweet Tea? I will never understand that. Same thing with Toya. The hate, the vitriol, the unmitigated blackdacity, black proxy, black imagination that Toya had at BravoCon. At least Sweet Tea, she's been having her own bag. Your bag only comes because of Dr. Eugene. Nothing more, nothing less. OGBYN, dentist, tennis expert. That's it. That's all you are. Because remember last season, you said a Birkin bag mattered more than your own children. That's what the fuck you said, bitch. That's what the fuck you said. You said a Birkin bag was harder to get than having your children. You said having a Birkin bag, or getting a Birkin bag, rather, was harder than having your children. You don't get to say shit about anybody. Okay? Because if we really want to be real about it, Mariah Huck made all y'all have a career. Okay? All right. Let's roll on. Like, seriously. Like, I don't get it with some of these women. I just don't get it. And before anybody says, Braylon, you were wrong for calling Toya a bitch. I'm sorry. Have you seen Toya's behavior on national? Excuse me. That's how much bullshit is going on. I'm getting choked up by Toya's bullshit. But do you not know how wicked, disgraceful, and just what the hell energy Toya has had on national television? So don't come to my virtual doorstep. That's how Toya has behaved on national TV, okay? Listen, let my wife say on national television that getting a Birkin bag was harder than having our kids. I'm going to go to Embassy Suites by Hilton Hotel and cool off, okay? That's what I'm going to do. And by the way, it is healthy in a marriage to be able to walk away, gather your soul, and come back home, okay? But no woman should be saying that, because that would be like a man saying, well, you know what, man, listen, again, these Jordans, man, it was harder than raising my kids. Now, you know, if a man were to say that on national television, everybody would be dragging him. So I don't want to hear shit from none of yous. Not none of y'all. None of yous. Okay? Not none of y'all. None of yous. Moving on. So in that clip with Dr. Simone and Sweet Tea, Sweet Tea said that she is almost done finishing Quad's house off, right? Because Dr. G and Quad, they were the owners on the home, right? So, you know, it is what it is there. But then Dr. Simone said, who was going to pay for Quad's mortgage, right? And, you know, King said that we're sick of seeing the bickering back and forth. You know what I mean? I will say it can get exhausting to a point, you know what I mean? So I can understand King, because he's just trying to be there for Quad, you know what I mean? And honestly, to tell you the truth, like, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So there's a group text chain, and Dr. Simone texts, you know, happy birthday. And then Quad texts back, good to hear from you. A better gift would be for you to pay off my mortgage. If you and Cecil are up for it, you can stop by. Now, do I think that that was a genuine invitation? Yeah, it's an eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? But if you send it 2 hours before, child, I'm already, whatever day I've had, I'm already done. Unless we talked about this in advance, you gotta be a real friend for me to get up 2 hours before and go to that party. Just keep it up front. So after that, Dr. Simone said, did you really think I was going to get up, get dressed, this, that, and the third, put on a butt pad, and go to the party? And I'm like, a butt pad? A butt pad? A butt pad? Basically saying Quad's ass is fake. I'm like, damn. Damn. Like, my Lord Jesus. What is going on here? Right? So after that, a producer asked Dr. Jackie, you know, when did she get invited to the party? And Dr. Jackie said, I'm not breaking HIPAA. You know HIPAA has nothing to do with a party invite. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. But at the bottom of the screen, it said 2 weeks before the party. And you said to the producer, that's a messy question. No, that producer was doing their job. Okay? If you don't move messy, Dr. Jackie, you won't have to worry about coming across as messy. Let me say that to the people in the back. If you don't move as messy, you won't have to worry about coming across as messy. If you don't move as messy energy, you won't have to worry about coming across messy. Okay? So I just thought that was hilarious. I can't break him along. Okay, child. So then, of course, there was a trader interview, and of course, you know, Dr. Simone said that Quad would be a traitor, just like Kelly Farrell said that, you know, Portia is a traitor, but yet Kelly Farrell has not paid people, got into an argument with a neighbor, and has a multitude of her own issues, but yet tried to drag, shade, and, you know, disrespect Britt Edie when they used to be friends. So because Kelly wants to be Shamia's lapdog, and Kelly Farrell can't stand on her own as a person, she's going to do anything and everything to be somebody. And you know what the gag is? I don't know how the season role is going to turn out, but guess what? The energy you give to somebody else, guess what? Can always come back to you. And I'm not saying that people are listening to True Low side, but people may be just like, you know what, let me type in True Low's YouTube channel, see what you guys say about that. This bitch is crazy as fuck. Maybe he might be on to something. Moving on, that was just a side note, you know, the trader stuff. But then Dr. Simone said, I have a lot in this bag that I can reveal, so be careful. I'm like, damn. Okay, all right, there it is. So then we get to Toya. Dr. Eugene comes home, and they move again, right? So this house is 5,280 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. So this is the half, and this is the 5, right? do that again. This is 5, and this is the half, right? So 5.5 bathrooms, rather. $3,050,000. That was a nice home. But then Toya just fucked it up. She said, child, when you see the home, it's almost like Jesus. Like, you are just so astonished. And Dr. Eugene was like, don't use blasphemy. Don't do that to Jesus. And Toya was like, no, really, it's almost like seeing Jesus. And she was like, really? Really now? And Dr. Eugene said no. Dr. Eugene, good on you for having standards, requirements, and morals. Good for you. Good for you. And honestly, to tell you the truth, Dr. Eugene deserves better than Toya. There are plenty of other women that are way better looking, way better sounding mentally, and way more responsible than Toya. And what of it? Moving on. I still can't believe she said that getting a Birkin bag was harder than having her own children on national television. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, after all of that, right? Dr. Eugene is working now 2.5 hours away from the family, and he's not working locally anymore. And so, Toya has to teach, tells the sons how to do trash because Dr. Eugene is not there to do trash. And for the last 6 months, he was not working locally, like I said. Well, I said he wasn't working locally, but I didn't tell y'all how many months. So for 6 months, he has to be working locally. So he has to get a hotel room. And Toya says that he could have another family. Toya. Seriously? To make that accusation on national television about your husband, where this is where it goes to show that you and Dr. Eugene are not on the same wavelength, because I do have friends that, they are nurse practitioners, CNAs, this, that, the third. And shout out to all the nurses out there. Sincerely, shout out to y'all. Y'all don't get enough credit. If I was the president, everybody's medical debt would be covered. Medical school debt would be covered, rather, okay? Because without y'all, hello. Okay? And by the way, y'all don't know, 47, his administration just made nursing not a legitimate degree for higher education. So let's see what happens when Toya is sick and goes to the hospital and they can't find a nurse. What's that meme from Beyond Scare Straight? I know who you are. I saw you at the door. Not wishing that on Toya, obviously, but I think sometimes Toya thinks she's a somebody when really she moves like a nobody. You know what I mean? So just to accuse Dr. Eugene of that, it's just like, child, that wasn't cool. That wasn't right. That was disrespectful. Because Dr. Eugene, from what I've seen, rather, he seems like a good dude. You know what I mean? And then Toya says she's like a military wife. I hope the military community slaughters, decapitates, mollywops her on social media. How dare you? You trick? How dare you? Do you not know how many soldiers died so you can be that stupid on national television? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I mean, just I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you're not a military wife. You think that Dr. Eugene working 2 hours away is like you being a military wife? There are military wives that their husbands have been deployed for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Families have moved to different naval bases, right? And when the government shutdown happened, they were struggling, smuggling. You're not a military wife. You're a tennis expert. Know your role, stay in your place, and shut the fuck up. Damn. Now, for those of you who don't believe that I wouldn't give this energy a Bravo, you must be out your ever loving mind. Because yes, I will say her, you're not a military wife, and you were disrespectful to the millions of families that their husbands and wives have passed away. Oh, I would absolutely say that shit. And Toya wouldn't do shit. Because you know why? You're not going to go up against somebody who has a passion for people who are about their purpose. You're going to look stupid. But then again, if you were born stupid, you move stupid, and you always receive stupid energy back because you give stupid energy, then guess what? At that point, you just are who you are, stupid. Stupid is, stupid does. Woody Woodpecker, moving on. Child, I just can't do it. I just cannot do the shit. You know, I can't do it. I don't like when people do that shit. Like, it's just not the move to me. You know what I mean? No. It's just not the move to me. So, y'all give me a moment, child. Yes, we're talking about things, okay? Let's see here. Okay. We're good. Okay, moving on. All right, here we go. Let's roll on. So then after all that, right? Eugene says, listen, you're not mad on payday. And Toya cannot say shit. And then do I get paid one of the hang on, let me see something real quick. Y'all give me a moment, please, and thank you. So one of the sons said, am I getting paid for plating the food because they were cooking dinner, right? So that was hilarious, right? Yes, indeed. So then we're with Dr. Contessa, and Dr. Scott, her husband, is there. And Dr. Scott is watching NBA highlights, and Dr. Contessa has 6 jobs while Dr. Scott has 4 jobs. And they recently bought a $1.2 million building. So clap it up for that. But it's $400,000 in counting for construction. And they had to cash out 401ks, bonds, and IRAs. I'm like, so does that mean y'all don't have a savings anymore? What's going on with that? And so then, there's an invitation at the door. Not the door, but the door. At the door, but the door. And it's the Polo, it's the Sanders Polo Classic, right? And so then we see, Quad get her invite, and she calls Dr. Mimi, and Dr. Mimi and Quad have expanded their friendship. And listen, I love Dr. Mimi and Steve. I still don't think they should be on this show because I feel like this show is toxic. You know what I mean? It ain't got good energy to it. I'm just a little, mentally unsure. Because Dr. Mimi and Dr. Mimi, sorry, y'all. Dr. Mimi and Steve, to me, I know I'm from, so there we go, I'm back. Dr. Mimi and Steve, to me, they seem like good people. I think they can have their own spinoff show, right? I think one more season, and then Bravo, give them a spinoff show, because we don't want to see nobody damaged. This group does not know how to be friends to nobody. Okay. All right, let's roll on. So, with that being said, Dr. Mimi and Kwa have expanded their friendship, and there's Dr. Mimi, and then there's Mimi. Mimi After Dark, Espresso Martini. You see a whole nother side there. I ain't mad at it. And so, Quad has not talked to Dr. Simone, and she's not about kissing ass. Which, I mean, fair point. Fair point. You know what I mean? If you don't really believe in, just good, moving along to get along. Now, there's a difference between moving along, going along to get along, to make peace in the valley, because you are a solution, they are a problem. But when you've done all you can do and you don't want to kiss ass, I agree. You know what I mean? So, Sanders Polo Classic, right? We get to Dr. Mimi and Steve. They are hiring new people, and business is booming. So very nicely done for that. And the DAR spent $75 off of Dad's card. It was probably for some apps, right? And when it comes to Mimi After Dark, Dr. Steve says that Dr. Mimi is sophisticated, which I want to give a shout out to my friend Emerald Khan, because she said to me that word one day, sophisticated, and it has stuck with me ever since. So shout out to Emerald Khan. By the way, like, comment, share, subscribe to Emerald Khan. She's got some great music. She's a jazz singer, all that good stuff. So now we're with Dr. Simone, right? And Toya is over Dr. Simone's house, and Cecil's there too, so they're getting a new deck. And Toya said, you were with other people. Her name is Sweet Tea. She got a name. Okay? Just because you don't like her, don't mean other people don't like her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then Toya talked about the waist holding on Watch What Happens Live with Curtis, and Jackie was the one to bring it to the group. And when Jackie and Toya it was a one-on-one, but then expounded a little bit later to the group, like I said. Damon Jr. could be related to Heavenly, but it was actually her son. And we did find out about that story. And like I said, nobody wants to see a black young man or young woman go to jail. And of course, being a black parent's already hard as it is. So, although people can't stand out to Heavenly, I'm one of them. Still, like that's her baby boy. You know what I mean? Mama's boys, daddy's girls. You know what I mean? So, and it is true. The rumor, Dr. Simone confirms it. And then Dr. Simone says there's a target on black men in America, but I believe there's a target on black people in America. I really do believe that. And Cecil said, let Heavenly be. Cecil, that would be great advice if Toya's brain cells came together to form a brain that could actually work. Not everybody's brains developed after the age of 26 years old. Okay? But that's a fact. Okay, I'm not saying anything about anybody. I'm just saying a fact, and a fact is a fact. And here's the thing. Is it shade if it's a fact? Sit with that, right? And like I said, right, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, right, with Toya, if the fate of the world was on the line, laser beam, at the equator, ready to blow it up, and somebody had to save the world, Toya would not be called on. Not for this, not for that, not for anything. Okay? All right. Let's get that straight. Because Toya tries to come off as a somebody when she's a nobody. Okay? Listen. So then we get to the Sanders Polo Classic. Dr. Mimi and Steve did the damn thing. I will have to say the theme looked amazing. I love the blues and yellows. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So then we see Dr. Jackie and Curtis, Dr. Tessa, Dr. Scott, and, Dr. Contessa says, where are the horses? Child, there's no horses. It's called a theme. I love you, Dr. Contessa. But it was a theme. Okay? I love you, Dr. Contessa. But it's a theme. One more time. I love you, Dr. Contessa. But it's a theme. And plus, if there was horses there, were y'all really going to get on the horses and play polo? Sincerely. So, with that being said, we got Toya, Dr. Simone, Cecil, Brandy, and Shamar are Toya's friends, and Dr. Simone's coming off the playground today to hang out with everybody. Okay. I mean, if nobody wanted to play with you in the first place, does that mean your presence on the playground even matter in the first place or no? I'm just asking a question. Just asking a question. Just asking a question. So Dr. Mimi tells Toya to be nice. You're asking Toya to be nice when she doesn't have nice energy within her to execute being nice. My Lord Jesus. That would be like Mariah coming back to the show, which should be the right thing to do. But because these women think that they run the show, guess what? Y'all are employees. Mariah's the owner. Moving on. So Brandy, she has a medical spa. Fabulous, fabulous energy. We always love black excellence over here. Toya loves Brandy. And she said, fill me up, girl. Well, I mean, when the inside is that ugly, you do need to be filled up with something to put somewhat of a decent look that you can walk outside being the world with. So listen, shout out to Brandy. Listen, you know what? Let me give Brandy some applause here. Because Brandy, she a good friend. Let me get some applause. Let me give you two more applause. One more time. All right, here we go. So, with that being said, Dr. Jackie says that Dr. Heavily is running for the vice presidency of the United States. I thought that was kind of funny, but she is running for politics. She's running for a Senate seat. Child, she ain't gonna win it. Have you seen what happens when we elect celebrities to positions of power? See what's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. A mindfuck. A dumpster fire. A spawn of a portal that should have never opened. Okay, and then Dr. Jackie said, well, it really ain't y'all business. Really, Dr. Jackie? Really ain't everybody's business, but yet you know about Heavenly's business. So if it ain't nobody's business, that includes you, right? So it should be your business either. Moving on. Just want to point that out. So Dr. Jackie has some energy for Toya and Kirsten. Say hi to Toya. Dr. Jackie was mad and doesn't paint Curtis in a light that it paints Curtis in a light that doesn't represent who he is. And then Toya said today. I'm like, damn. Today, huh? Today. Wow, okay. Well, Toya has a little bite to her. It's nothing behind the bite because, you know, all she does is bark, but she don't execute shit. So, not surprised by that, right? So, I thought that was interesting. But yes, Curtis sat in Toya, but Toya sat in Curtis's lap right during the trip. And Toya went on Watch What Happens Live, like I told y'all. And Dr. Jackie was upset. She was mad. That was mad? That was you mad, Dr. Jackie? Oh my God. Well, I hate to see how vengeful you are. Oh, wait, you already did that. We'll get to that. So, one person only from Dr. Jackie's point of view, it was the several for me. And Dr. Jackie said they were going through something. And, you know, Toya said that she deserves an apology. To say, I'm sorry that I said that you sat in his lap. And Dr. Jackie said she is not Eugenia or Eugene. That was low. That was uncalled for. That was unnecessary. Because Eugene didn't do anything. You keep it on Toya. My Lord. So Dr. Contessa, takes a photo, and the daughter and Dr. Contessa's daughter says to Dr. Contessa that she's jacked, right? But Dr. Contessa, she's got a body on her. I'm not gonna sit in front of that. So Quad and King plus Angel, Whitney Angel was at, so they point her out. I had no idea. So Brandy is Dr. Simone's friend and nurse practitioner. So Brandy is Toya's friend and Dr. Simone's friend. Then Dr. Simone and Quad talk. And then Toya, hey, so what can I get? What's in it? Looking like the ghetto version of Juliet. Like there was nobody else available for the role, so Toya took it. And the set was horrible. The set pieces weren't paying all the way. She just looked like the ghetto Juliet. looking for a drink. You're supposed to ring the bell, then they hand you the drink. That's how it works. My Lord Jesus. So after all of that, Brandy worked at Northside. So Northside is one of the hospitals. And then Dr. Jackie says, is your thyroid enlarged? Now, this is Dr. Buffie all over again when you broke HIPAA and said what you said. But you also just said not too long ago to Toya, that's not everybody's business. So to you, Dr. Jackie, that ain't your business if her thyroid is enlarged. Worry about your own motherfucking ass house. Okay? All right. My Lord, is your thyroid enlarged? Is your thyroid enlarged? That's like if Brandy said, can you have children? Sore subject, isn't it? Sore subject, isn't it? Sore subject, isn't it? But you can't say that because you said black women fake during their pregnancy. Stick to your assignment. Stick to your assignment. Stick to your motherfucking assignment. All right, moving on. But I just saw like, really? Really? Child. Toya and Dr. Simone talk about Toya and Quad and how they repaired their friendship and basically said, I don't want that to be y'all. And, Dr. Simone said we would have to have a reset. And Quad said if she wants to have a convo to move forward, then I'm down. Dr. Simone said that apparently Quad is, that Dr. Mimi is with her clique, right? And it's just like Dr. Simone. You, Jackie, and Heavily are more cliquish than Dr. Mimi is. She threw together a great event. And I would say the Sanders Polo Classic was better than Wheatnick, wherever the fuck it was. I would say that the Sanders Polo Classic was better than y'all event. But not too much on Cecil, y'all. Leave Cecil out. This is not about Cecil. Cecil seems like a good brother, okay? He seems like a good brother. So Dr. Simone then does a poll of who would have came to a birthday party 2 hours before. And Toya said, definitely not quiet. Toya, that poll was for everybody. You were being shady. Okay, all right. And Quad said, I would not know, but you were so concerned about who would pay my bills. And Dr. Contessa talked about Quad's button. And it was a joke, right? So, Dr. Simone says, we all should be able to drag Dr. Mimi, try to make sure that didn't happen. And she said, y'all can take that to the parking lot, but we're not going to do it here. Dr. Mimi should have got security and dragged both of their asses. I don't give a fuck if they were hooting, hollering, whatever the fuck. No. I told you once you're not listening, go on. Gone. 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 Thank you. And thank you. All right. So Toya, before that, Cecil and King are good. So we love people that can actually get along. Now, Toya tried to be peacemaker. Now, when I asked you, do you remember that photo shoot that you did? Everybody said how they hated you and the Beyonce impersonator was better than your existence and trying to be a director. Yeah, you really suck at life. Well, not at life. Let me stop. Because, you did say that having a Birkin bag was harder than having kids. Maybe you don't care about your kids. And then, you accused your husband of having a whole nother affair on TV. So maybe you do suck at life and who you care about. But you want to be peacemaker. Okay, John. So apparently both are angry, Dr. Simone and Quad. And Simone said that Dr. Simone said she stayed in bed 2 days after. And she says she don't want to fight. They need time and space. And then this preview comes up with a clock, right? And, it's Quad and Simone going back and forth. And, Dr. Simone says it's not going to be on Toya's clock. And I agree. Mind your own fucking business. Okay? Mind your own fucking business. Dr. Jackie said it ain't everybody's business. Although Dr. Jackie got into Brandy's business unnecessarily. Right message, wrong message. Okay. So then, Angel said, wait a minute, within that clock, showcasing itself. So there were glimpses of the clock, and then it was Toya and Dr. Heavily going back and forth. So that was basically the end of the episode. Like I said, I thought it was a great episode for the season premiere, sincerely. And we shall see, season 12, man. I mean, to make it past 10 seasons is a huge deal on TV in this day and age, because the attention span that we have is like gnat energy. By the way, if you want to be able to see the season premiere, it is up on Bravo's YouTube channel. But you cannot stream it to your YouTube channel. No, because that's copyright. Even though having watch parties on YouTube should be a thing, just like they did with the NFL, but they took it down for me. So, anyway, with that being said, we're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be back with more Brandy's Virtual Tour live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the cultures grow. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being movers, a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul, where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life. And kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup K, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams, KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG Little Rock, a Cumulus media station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where I'm from.
R&B.
J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 923 Jams and the...
Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. H-I-C-A-S, H-I-C-A-S. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S. Chicas, divertidas. I'm loving it.
And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back into Brandy's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all you here in the building with me. Yes, indeed. By the way, thank you to everybody for watching the Potomac review. I know, like, during the end, I was a little out of it because I really was tired. I was trying to, also multitask. But just now, I still gave a good review to y'all, okay? But I just do want to apologize for that because I know I usually talk to y'all kind of toward the end. But y'all, that was it with them. The biggest thing that happened was, that reasonably shady party. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, into it. Hopefully your Tuesday has went off well, or, your Tuesday was well, rather. Went to work today. Then came to the house and been chilling. I've been watching Wizards of Waverly Place, rewatching the series on Disney Plus. The episodes still hold up. That's the thing. The episodes still hold up today. You know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed. So good stuff. Like I said, I think tomorrow night we'll talk about Tamar Braxton and what's going on, because my Lord, there's a lot going on, and this is why you need to allow the story to develop, you know what I mean? So yeah. So we'll definitely talk about that for sure. So, oh man, excuse me. Yes, indeed. So, So yeah, we will talk about Tamar and Mendices tomorrow, y'all. I'm good tonight because, like I said, this review I already promised y'all. I already was late at 6 p.m., but I was on Conscious TV and it had a great time over there. Really, really did. And yeah, we talked a lot. So if you want to see why I had to say go on Conscious TV, I'll probably broadcast it over here and we'll talk about what I said there because I gave a lot of good commentary. You know what's funny? I can hold my own on a panel or by myself. Hmm. 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 I wonder why. Child. Let's see.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Say that one more time, Anonymous T.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
And that's why I thought. Yes, indeed. But yep, 6 people in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate y'all for being here. We are live on tour. Just chillaxing. You like my background? We just chillaxing. It's raining outside and everything. It's nice. I like my place. I love that we see each other. But yes, indeed. So good stuff here. We're almost there to a full-fledged hour, and then I will cut off the camera, rest, and then I'll give you all the daily motivator. Then we'll head on out here. So, like I said, I sometimes do miss the morning shows on Wednesdays. Sometimes. But you guys will still get a good show tomorrow night. Like I said, I think tomorrow night we'll talk about Tamar and Mendices, because I've been in the background looking at all the looking at these stories, form, right? This story form rather, but it's important for the story to make it do what it do before you jump on it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, when I was over chit chat with QT, it did seem like Funky Dineva had an energy with this one. I mean, it seemed like he was damn. You're not getting on your bad side. But we'll talk about that tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Because I really want to dig into it with y'all. And like I said, can I pull off another live? Of course I can. But, you got to know when you're done as well. You know what I mean? So, but we'll talk. We'll talk. And then, like I said, Thursday, I don't know what Thursday's going to bring. You know what I mean? And we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So yeah. So, like I said, I might do another. I may do another deep dive, or I may do a regular show for y'all. We'll see. So yeah. So, oh man. I will say the only other scripted show now that I think about is Beyond the Gates. I used to do that every day. It was difficult, though. It was at first, you know what I mean? But then day trial, then just everything else just been. Ooh. I gotta talk to Nikki News because I really want to make sure that she gets her content. Because if I jump back in it, I gotta jump back in it where it's at now. Like I know that there was so much that happened. I know. So, almost there to a full-fledged hour 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More than 4 hours. I'm gonna turn on my camera now because we done the show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Oh man, I'll rest here for a little bit with y'all, and then we will get off of here. Excuse me. Like I said, hopefully y'all are doing well. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I'm just resting. We just talked about, hey, three people, welcome in now. Just got done talking about the one, the only, Married to Medicine. It was their season premiere, and we talked about the season premiere and everything in between. If you missed it, go back and watch the replay. Very, very good opening. I was able to fill out a full hour with the show, which is nice. Like sometimes with Potomac, the way that I cover Potomac, like I cover it from beginning to end, which is how you're supposed to do it after show. But I will say sometimes I will review it like in 20 minutes, and then the rest of it, it's just me talking to y'all about what I feel about the episode and everything. And I don't mean for it to be like that, but when I can recap it that quick, it's just like, my Lord, just give me a little more energy so I can fill it out for an hour. But we always make it work. Hey, 5 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Did y'all watch the Married to Medicine premiere? If so, how did you feel about it? Love to hear your take on what's going on. Oh, man. Almost there to 1 hour and 5 minutes. Then we will be on out of here. Hey, 3 people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Hey, 5 people, welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. 5 people, yes, indeed. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Yes, indeed. So, almost there to 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'll give y'all the daily motivator, and then we'll head on out here. But great after show for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, y'all came through tonight. It was 14 people? I think it was 22 people at the beginning of the show. Just came in and all that good stuff. But much love to y'all. Let me get the daily motivator up here. Then we'll head on out. All right, here we go. By success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dave Gardner. Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, y'all. It's time for Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Be real. Do you want to chase the latest empty trend and be consumed by the outrage of the moment, or would you rather lead a life of intention, purpose, and fulfillment? The shiny, noisy things will continually need to be replaced with more shiny, noisy things. The drama offers a little more than exhaustion. Enough is enough. Let go and truly live the wonder and beauty of your life. Could it be that the most valuable upgrade is to escape the need to upgrade? Is your quest to know everything ruining your ability to know anything? My Lord Jesus. Joy is found in quality, not quantity. We say that here all the time. Just because you have a lot of subscribers don't mean that you're a quality person. Because we all saw what happened in the Wizard of Oz, right? We all saw what happened in Wicked. Yes. Your vendetta can get you caught the fuck up. If you don't give effort and commitment, you don't receive any meaningful benefit. What pursuits will challenge you to draw deeply from the best within you? Go there, do that, be real. Ralph Mawson. My Lord Jesus, be real. Well, I think that this starts with your mind. I really, really do. You know, like I said before, when it comes to these Bravo shows, Potomac, Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Marriage Medicine, I watch it for y'all, but then after that, I'm done. Like, I got a text message from my good friend Fullerton, my good virtual friend Fullerton, and he's like, Bray was supposed to be a host because I can sit back and watch him be shady and stuff, but it's just like, I just give my truth, but I'm real about my truth, right? I think we all, well, some of us have learned from Milagro scams, Grams, my bad, something to talk, lesson, right? Just because you get called new media doesn't mean that anybody recognizes you as that, right? And that was the one thing I forgot to say on Conscious TV's live is that, you know, there are plenty of people in Hollywood that have never won an Emmy, never won a Grammy, never won an Oscar, never won a Tony, but yet they've been around for 30 years. I'd rather have the career, the awards. That's the first thing, right? Awards are nice, but if you're not stumping the yard with something important and being real, then what you're doing, you're wasting your time. That's the first thing I will tell you. The second thing I will tell you is this. Is your quest to know everything ruining your ability to know anything? I think sometimes we do get caught up in the fact of, hey, I have to be first at this, that, and third. But what do I always tell y'all? It's better to place in third place than not place at all. If you keep placing in third place, you'll get the promotion, you'll get this, that, and the third, and then eventually you'll be in second, then you'll eventually be in first. So when somebody's like, how this person get up at first? Like, hold up. They've been here the whole time, right? So that's the second thing I'll tell y'all. Then finally, the third thing I will tell y'all, joy is found in quality, not quantity. And I will just have to tell you with these ladies and Married to Medicine, you see how some of them are about the quantity of what they can do, but not about the quality of being a good person. Like I said, when you do right by people, people will do right by you. But when you do wrong by people, people will do wrong by you. Right? You don't want to get to the point where anybody says, I'm not wishing nothing bad on you, but I'm not wishing nothing good on you either. When someone's indifferent, that's a very, very horrible sign. So if you do what you're supposed to do, you'll never find out about that energy, right? So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special because you were always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, it's another to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we'll rise and be great together. Always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just recognizing that just because you don't like the outcome doesn't mean that you can block people. Milagro. And also, too, to Toya, I would suggest to you that you find your own light and quit hating on people that have a light. Okay. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for let's do it, but if you want spirit to again. I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, God, give it, receive love, God, give it, receive love, God, give it. Whatever obstacles you will overcome, whatever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all listen. Just know this, right? What God has for you is for you, right? Because one of the things that we talked about on Conscious TV's live tonight is that, Conscious TV says that he has celebrity friends, right? I will say this, Dr. Angel from, Bravo's King's Court. I know her. I know Sonny Minks, right? Melody Shree. Also, Angel, Diamond, Aaron H., Millie and Josh from the Never Ever Mets. You know what I mean? Dr. Shania Horn. I know people, right? But also, too, they're not in my inbox every day. And that's okay, right? I feel like sometimes this is now Conscious TV. I'm just saying this as a very important point. What God has for you is for you. If somebody really wants to be your friend for you, they will be your friend for you. So if you are creating content, or if you have a dream, this, that, and third, you wonder, well, why am I not getting celebrity DMs, or why am I not getting recognized, this, that, and the third? Child, just enjoy where you at. Because heaviest that wears the crown. So when you ask for that crown to be known, you better be able to wear it. And guess what? Who's to say that there aren't people watching you? Okay? Do what you're supposed to do, you'll get reward. My mom has always said, whatever you do in secret, God will bless you publicly. For Milagro, turned out bad for it, but for the rest of us, it turned out good. All right, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you, everybody. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way. For the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on our way, for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it. Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to
prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing.
Child Brandy over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Brandy over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Brandy over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying